So it is Sunday, May 1st, 2016. I'm in front of the Unitarian Church of Montreal, engaged in my alternative spiritual practice of protesting against Unitarian Universalist injustices, abuses, and hypocrisy. And I just laid down my first chalk slogan of the day: Unitarians affirm and promote abuse of clergy. And it happens to be very true. Unitarians, also known as Unitarian Universalists, do in fact affirm and promote clergy that are abusive in various ways. Now, normally when one speaks of abuse of clergy, one immediately thinks of clergy sex abuse. And certainly there's been some cases where Unitarians have affirmed and promoted clergy who were guilty of clergy sexual misconduct. In fact, at least one was elected as the president of the UUA not so long ago. A Unitarian Universalist minister who had a clergy sexual misconduct complaint brought against him. And apparently that clergy sexual misconduct, if it didn't result in much in the way of disciplinary action, did apparently result in a rather acrimonious divorce from his wife. In any case, getting back to things here, I'm going to lay down another chalk slogan. And when I say affirm and promote, I mean that, in every sense of the term. Affirm means to stand up for, to say yes to effectively. Affirming something is saying yes to something. And abuse of clergy are affirmed in various ways. And promote, of course, promote has various interpretations, but I mean promote in every sense of the word too. Promote as in publicize and promote their activities, but also promote in the sense of, giving them higher position within the church. As I said, I just mentioned, one Unitarian Universalist minister who was guilty of clergy sexual misconduct, who not that much later was elected as president of the Unitarian Universalist Association. But they also promote the ministers, by giving them other higher positions in the church, putting them on various committees and so on, even the board. Actually, another Unitarian Universalist minister who was guilty of what most people would agree is sexual misconduct, was even convicted of a crime and put on the registered sex offenders list. He was actually applied to be interim moderator of the UUA. Now, he wasn't actually selected, but the fact remains that just the fact that this minister, who was on a registered sex offenders list in Texas, could even put his name on the list to be interim moderator of the UUA after that conviction is rather questionable. On that note, we'll wrap up this clip, keep it reasonably short, and we'll write another chalk slogan.